So hi everyone, it's your girl Oh Angel. Welcome to my channel. This will be my first video, so I hope you do enjoy. So today's video will just be a little car tour. I have a Fiat 500. I have it in a manual, and this car is, oh my god, this car's 13. What up everyone, it's your girl Oh Angel, and I'm just inserting here because I can't do maths. The car's a 2012 plate. We're in 2023. Making the plate 11 years old, not 13. I don't know where I got those years from. Thanks. With me, it's a year. I've only had this car for a year. So this is my baby, my first car. I have been driving. It'll be a year in May that I've been driving, but I've had my license now for a year. So I was kind of lucky to get a car basically right off the bat. So I do appreciate everything for that. I drive a manual, which I thought I'd be more scared driving a manual, but surprisingly it hasn't been that bad for me. So I'm just currently parked up. My window is open because it's hot and I need to breathe, but otherwise the other window will be closed. That way when cars go past, because this is a busy road when it wants to be, you don't have too much noise. So the things that I'm doing for you lot, let me go back into my original seat. I did push this chair back, but I just don't feel comfortable that I'm so far back now. As you can tell, it is a bit sunny, so I've got sun there, but let's go for it. So I did buy a few things for my car, and I was gonna make my car tour video be as well as being a car tour, it was also going to be like a little thing of the things I bought for my car that I felt my car needed. I overthought everything and then I ended up putting it up, so I can take them off, but it won't be as real as when I first put it up. So I'm just gonna talk about the things that I did buy. Oh gosh, it's hot. I just want to open my door. I thought someone was coming. So there's a few other things that I didn't unpack, so I'll go through them. But basically, let me pull one of them off. I got these little bag hooks to go on the back of my chairs. I got it came in a pack of 4, so obviously 2 for each chair, which I find is useful because when people do get in this car, usually it's just me by myself, but when people get in the car, I do find that I wouldn't have place. Like I could put my bag on the back seat, but if I was to go shopping or anything and get things, then my bags would either go on the floor or they'll just be moving about. So in getting this, I now have a place to put my bags and know that my bags aren't making too much noise. It's then easier to reach if I'm like, say you go for a drive-through, I'm not having to now go back like, oh my gosh, where's my bag? My bag is literally right there. Another thing that I had bought as well is this is a cup holder. You can open it up into 2. What also came with the bag hooks, coat hooks, whatever you want to call them, see if I can get one out because they were an issue to put in. These came in, it's a little coaster. So I got this cup holder because the cup holders in the Fiat 500, you got them, but yeah, you got them. So with this, you can now fit bigger things in. Can fit like bigger bottles, because when I put bottles there, I can fit a can comfortably, but with bottles it's a bit of an issue, so this might be helpful. So I'll put that back in. I will turn my camera around so you can see other things. Another thing I got is a mirror here. Again, I'm going to show you in a minute. The reason I got a mirror is because there's one on the passenger side, but there's none on the driver's side. So if I was, say I wanted to like rush do my makeup, I'm driving somewhere because I'm late and I had to do my makeup, I wouldn't be able to do it because I didn't have a mirror here. I would literally have to find a place to stop, but like I said, if you're running late, you don't really have the time to do that. So I did get myself a mirror as well. Let me see where that box is. The box is behind me. Hold on, because like I said, there were other things that I didn't put up, so let me get the box and then I can show you some other things that I got too. So my little box of goodies, I think that's literally everything. What's this? How did I forget that? So I did get a car phone holder. Now what I had originally got at the time, because people said that they couldn't really get things like phone holders for a Fiat 500 unless you went to the actual Fiat store and got one of those tom-toms with an attachment that pushes in. I'll show you where the attachment is. So I had originally got this. Now this has been with me since I got my car. Before I even bought the car, I bought this because with my first thought is that I'm going to get a small car. I was kind of terrified to go right off the bat and get something like a Nissan Juke, a Qashqai. Even though I looked at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want this. When I then sat in like my sister's car, because it's bigger than mine, I was like, I don't think I want this. This isn't for me. So then I ended up looking at 108s, 208s. I looked at those cars. I was looking at the Vauxhall Adam, the Toyota Aygo. I was looking at all of that, and I was like, you know what? That might be my car. I might get something like dents it a bit. And then at first I didn't look, I'll be honest, when I was first looking for cars, I did not look at a Fiat 500. I didn't. But my sister spoke to me and she convinced me. And so when I was looking for cars, a lot of them were saying that because of the size of the vents and the way it's set up, you are unable to put like the phone holders that go on your dashboards when they have the attachment. I think I can show you because this one came with it. They said that these attachments for phone holders are very hard to go into your air vent. So, and a lot of them were, I'll put links obviously in the description about the things I got on Amazon. Everything's Amazon buy. I didn't go out of my way for things. No, we don't want that. So I got this and this has done me well. So one thing you do have to realize is that if you are putting that up, you need to turn your air vent off, because the heat from the air vent will melt the... Now, if it was like me when you first bought and you put it on the outside of your phone case, the heat from the air vents, when you have the heating on, obviously to defrost your car's just really cold and you want to warm it up, the heat from that would melt the magnet. Your phone will fall and the magnet's still there attached, fine. So then what I have to do is I wouldn't tear off the thing, the sticky part, and I would just put the magnet in the back of my phone case and then let it slide wherever, and if I need to move it, just pull up my phone case and move it. So I keep this here because if someone else wants to drive my car and they don't have a magnet, they can now use the dash cam thing, the dashboard, that phone holder that you're now in. I'm going to take you out and just show you a little around the car. The car is a car. Obviously, I pulled the box forward to show you, to show what was in there. There's a few other things that I bought, but let's go into it. Oh, I just saw this. So what these were, when I was learning how to drive, my driving instructor had these and I thought they were the best things ever. So I have yet to put them on, but they literally go in your mirror and then you can get like a little wider view of things around you. So these can go like, say you have issues with your blind spots. And you see with my car, because my car, the back of it is a bit bigger and smaller, so when I look behind me sometimes I find it is hard to see my blind spots. So I thought maybe this will help me a bit as well. So let's move on to the next part and just show you the interior of the car. So yeah, bear with me. So here's my lovely steering wheel. I am actually very close to, yeah, I'm actually quite close to the wheel. So let me go back one. Yeah, that's a bit better. So so that click was me obviously moving my chair back. So this is my steering wheel. This is obviously my little, I don't even really know what you call that, but that's that. So the compartments that you have on the driving side, obviously it's sunny, so I do apologize. You have one that's right here. Now sometimes what I do is I just put gloves in there. Maybe sometimes it depends on what I'm going out to do. So but most of the times when I need to restock it, I put gloves here. Over here I've got another compartment. This is, so obviously all that's in there is those pound tokens so I can do the trolleys. I've got long nails and I do find it hard to open sometimes, so I'm not gonna put you lot through that struggle. Here is the cup holder. Like I said, the cup holder is a bit small, so that's why I had to end up getting this, because I found that it was a bit hard to put bigger bottles in there. Here you've got the aux cord, so you've got this normal one here, and then you've got, so I learned about this one through TikTok. I just thought this just stayed here, but you pull it out and then you can put a USB in there, and it's another aux cord, and this one actually charges your phone. And then what I also bought is, when I didn't know about that, is I had bought this car one, sorry my nail's in the way, and I can put a USB in there too. So I do have this, and this just goes in my door side compartment. And then obviously at the bottom you've got this here, so I have a little microfiber cloth, so when it is raining and I'm finding it hard to see out of the window, I just wipe the window with that. You obviously got sunglasses. Now these are my sister's sunglasses as she has been driving my car. no issues there. She can use the car if she wants. She's insured. Hello. Let me go put this box back and then I can show you the back. So I do need to like get my car cleaned, but that will be another day, another video. But that's, hey ho, we'll get onto that. You then obviously have your little compartment here. Now what I usually put in this compartment is there will be sweets, like I said, the magnet that goes here in the vent. What I will do is I have replacement magnets here at the back. I've got wipes, I've got obviously the book, and then I've got gum and a replacement magnet in case I lose one. What you also realize, like I said, it's a manual, so the gear shift is up here. Now at first it was a bit hard for me getting used to it because when I was learning how to drive it was down here, so going straight from here to here was hard. I did stall a lot because I forgot that it was up here, but I got it in the end. What I also have is this roof. I absolutely love this. I think when I got my car, this was my favorite feature about everything. I absolutely love this. You've got your door handle here, so just a simple pull out to open, push in to lock. Hey. You've got the mirrors. These buttons here is what controls both your wing side mirrors. So when it's on that side, you control this mirror. When it's on that side, you control the passenger mirror. That's really it for the mirrors and the inside of the car. So I can quickly, let me just tidy up the back a bit because as I said, my sister's been driving my car, so it's not a mess because of her, but like obviously her stuff's in here. And let me just move it out the way so you can kind of get a better view of the back. So I'm now in the back of my car. As you can see, I pushed the driving seat forward, and as I was saying before, you've got the speaker here. I don't know if I actually said this. I think I said this, I don't remember. So you've got the speaker here, and then another thing that you have in the back of the car that I really like is that you've got these little hangers here, so you can literally hang something up. So like I'll take my sister's coat for instance and just show you. I think it's the best thing. Sometimes I do forget that it's there, but when I do remember, so like now, so you just get this thing here. Hold on, long nails, having issues, technical difficulties. The coat's now up and it will stay there and it doesn't get in the way. Well, you also have, you've got this little compartment here on the back of the chair. You don't have it on the driver's side. I'm not going to try and act like I know why you don't, but you don't have that here. That's really it for a back. Again, you have the cup holder back here. Obviously because I'm the driver, I never use them. But hold on, I've got a bottle here. Let's see how it does. Yeah, the bottle actually feels a bit more sturdy. It's still a bit awkward, but the bottle's not too bad. Though I say this, the car is stationary. When I drive, I do find that because it's not like other cup holders where it fits in, it kind of comes up a bit more on the bottle and it keeps it there. This bottle will fall even when it has water in it to kind of hold it down. It doesn't just stay there. Obviously I've got pens in the car. Like I said, I need to get my car clean, and that will be another day. But that is on the agenda, to get my car cleaned. But that's really it for the inside of the car. Let me then now go and show you the boot. I do kind of like my boot. It's just very simple, very easy to deal with, and we shall deal with it. So yeah, let's go see the boot, guys. There's not much to say about my boot. It's very simple. You're gonna hear a bit of background noise from me. I do apologize for that. Hold on, car coming. So yeah, in my boot you have this bag here. Now in this bag you have 3 blankets, more bags, and a snooders in here, as like I said, as well as bags, shopping bags. I've got water, I've got sweets in my bag, and then I've also got this little basket here. Now as I am female, this has some necessities: a hairbrush, eye scraper, a new lint roller. I had to get a new one. I've got plasters, sanitary products. I've also got deodorant. Now in this is like the camping set. I think it actually says, yeah, cutlery set there. I've also got wipes, small wipes, air freshener. So this is just what I do is when I'm coming out of my car, I spray my car like this. I leave my car and then it's done. That's how simple it is. Your car will, you come back to your car smells nice. which I think is the best thing. I've also got hay fever tablets, ibuprofen, paracetamol, and then that's really it for my boot. My boot can actually fit, I think one day me and my nephew went shopping and we did about £180 shopping altogether. So that's obviously when I pack my thing up well, and when I move things out as well. If I want to get more shopping in, there is a little, I don't know if you can see it, obviously it's hard from this kind of angle, it's kind of hidden by, so there, you press this forward. Obviously it's hard with one hand, but you press this button forward and you push the seat, and then you can get more space, and you can do that on both sides. I think that's really it for my boot. Like I said, I just have a few things in here, so let's go back into the car and we'll do a little drive around and then get some ice for my sister. She did ask for that. So these are my keys. Obviously I've got my house key on there, Nectar card. So my key is very easy. I kind of like him like, what? And that's it there. So let's go on a little drive. I am too far from the house. I thought I was closer, but I'm not. Obviously I did move it all the way back when I got out of the car, and I showed you the back seat and the looks from there. I'm not going to claim that I'm the best driver, but I don't think I'm the worst driver. I still got my license after a year. Alright, let's go, people. I do hate parking up there. It's like the weirdest place to park, but in the same breath it's not. So my sister wants ice, so we're just going to go on a little drive and just talk about how the car drives in my opinion. Otherwise, I generally think this car is a nice car. It's very simple. I think my biggest downfall with this car when I first got it was how to how to put the car in reverse. That was my biggest downfall. I did not know how to put my car in reverse, how to do all of that. I had to Google and YouTube the hell out of this ish. So let me go this way because I know how to get back out from this way. Come on, people, just cross. Can you come out the road though? So yeah, we're just gonna drive a little bit. So as much as I drive a manual, you know what, in being honest, like I said, my downfall was learning how to reverse in this car. I wasn't used to it. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But hill starting, which was my biggest downfall when I was learning to drive, wasn't my issue with this car. I was able to actually get that. But driving, reversing, and actually going into bays, like parking into bays, which I was fine when I was learning, couldn't do. I think another thing that was good about the area that I live in is the fact that there were so many fast roads. I could learn how to drive the fast roads quicker. So when learning to drive fast roads, it did take a while for me to do the motorway, but I was able to do the motorway quite quickly. I think I say that it took me maybe a year or so to actually get onto the motorway, but that was more out of pure fear. I was terrified. I didn't want to do it. My sisters were convincing me. I wanted none of it. That man tried to go in front of me like I could not see him. Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with the motorway. So when people ask me like, just drive the motorway, just do this, just do that, I wanted no part of it. I absolutely hated it. I didn't understand the reason for it. But now that I do it, because like I drive to uni, and I found that it's actually saving me more money. So I drive part of the way to uni, then I get public transport. And like I said, best thing I probably could have done. If I knew about it then, I would have done it then. So yeah, I now drive part of the way to uni, and this car is only I think it's a 1 litre, 1.2 litre, so it's not a big car, but it's a small car. Compared to cars I've seen, this is a tiny car. And I do drive with one hand. I'm sorry, that's kind of a thing, but that's only in areas that I'm comfortable in. So like I'm now driving around, like I'm back at where I was just parked up, I'm just driving like in a big circle. I'm comfortable enough to drive with one hand. But you see, as soon as it comes to me on the M11, I want nothing to do with that. This car does not look like it's gonna stop. Don't know what gear I'm in. Thank you. There we go, now I'm in the right gear. I do still have problems with my gears. Red light. I could have actually gone. I could have gone because it was green when I came up to it. But I slowed down too much and my car was going to stall. But yeah. When it comes to the M11, I drive it now and I've kind of become a bit more confident in driving the M11. But I still don't like it because I think what I don't like about it is them big old trucks that are next to me. And you see, when I've been driving the M11 recently, it's been windy and rainy. So them trucks are swerving, mate. And I don't like it. So there is that. But I drive to uni. My car takes about £40 to fill. And when I do that, it actually takes me... So I drive to work and I drive to uni. And when I fill out £40 in my tank, and that's to full... Most times and then sometimes I just top it up £20 every here and there. But when I top it up, that £40 I mean will take me to uni, to work. So I go uni 2 times in a week and then I work on the weekends. And as I said, that will take me everywhere without really having to top up. I can get to where I need to go. But when my sister uses it, or I go like on, say, like a big old trip, like I just decide I'm gonna go here and there, then I need to top up my car. That's when I find that my car needs more to top it up with. But otherwise, there's no issues with my car. My car does what it needs to be. It gets me from A to B, which is perfect. I'm about to say the light is green. Why is no one moving? You thought you could go on honey pitch, but you couldn't. I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'm behind the car. I love Toyotas. You see the Toyota CHR? I absolutely love them. I think they are beautiful cars, especially the hybrids. There's just something about those cars that are beautiful. Obviously, I'm driving and recording. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. I think as well, now that I speak about it now, I have a medical condition where I don't have any peripheral vision. So I do find it hard and I do have to check my surroundings a lot more when I drive. But I've worked on that and I feel comfortable enough to drive. Obviously, they allowed me to get my license. But the whole thing of learning how to drive with all of that was very hard, because they'll be like, check your blind spot, just use your peripheral vision. I'm like, yeah, I don't have any. So I have very much tunnel vision. My sight is literally like this. As I've strengthened my eyes, I'm now more used to it and I can actually see out the sides. Not strongly, it's a bit blurry, but I can see out the sides of my eyes. But at a point when I was learning, I was unable to do that. So I have come far. But like I said, they allowed me to drive, which I think I'm happy about, because transport in this area is expensive. Transport everywhere is expensive, especially when you don't. I think with me, like I said, I only go uni twice a week, and then I go work twice a week. So to do transport, because I'm not using it as often, it's not cost effective for me. Driving, as much as I say driving is great and this and that, driving is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, but compared to using say something happens and I don't go to uni, I've bought, say, a travel card and then I don't use it because there's a strike at uni, there's a car coming, I can't see, doesn't look like anything's coming. Yeah, there's a strike at uni or something, there's there's a teacher off sick, and then they're like to me, oh, your lesson will be online. If I buy a travel card, it's hard, because travel cards, they might refund you a bit of the money but not all of it. Whereas I drive, I can then run a few errands while I'm in my car, and I know that I can do what I need to because I have my car. So I think that is the plus side of it. There's nowhere for me to park up if a car's coming. Nowhere for, woohoo, thank you. I thought you were trying to come out, love. So yeah, that's one thing I do like about my car. Another thing that I think I like about my car is just freedom. Like, I can do what I need to do. I don't have to worry about anything. If something's upset me and I feel like I need some alone time, my car is there. I can just pick up my keys, go on about my business, and do what I need to do. Sorry. My car's hot again. My car doesn't want to go. Go. But like I said, this car is this car's like what, 13 years. But as I said in the beginning, I've only had the car for the year. So for me, the car is a year old, and it does what it needs to do. For a 13-year-old car, this car is doing what? Like, no, hold on. Why am I saying 13? This car is... shoot. Forgot about potholes. This is a 2012 plate, and we are what, in 2023? So why am I saying... This car is 11 years old. 11? I can't do maths. I failed maths. I don't know why I'm trying to act like I know what I'm talking about. But this car ain't young. For me, she is. My little dot is young. And so I'm going to get ice. I'm going to have to pause in a minute. But I can do what I need to do with my car. And yeah. So I'm going to park up. I'm going to get my sister some ice. If they don't have ice, then I have to go to another shop. But usually this shop has ice. Wow, there's roadman down here. I don't have energy for it. Jesus Christ, pothole. Oh Lord, me miss it. Me usually never miss it. Me usually driving at it. Alright people, in a minute. Please look what are you doing. So sorry about the change of scenery. I'm now back home. My car's parked up. I'm good. I got the ice from my sister as well as a few other things. But that's really it. Thank you for tuning into my car tour, and I hope to see you next time. Bye everyone. This was O Angel.